A portion of this video is sponsored by Xfinity Mobile. So, ever since I learned Apple might outfit a version of its new AirPods 4 earbuds with active noise canceling, I've been skeptical. But now that I've had a chance to hear them in action, I gotta admit, I'm surprised. And if you've been skeptical at the idea of an open ear earbud like the AirPods 4 being any good at noise canceling, well, I think you're gonna wanna stick around. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Caleb Dennison, and before I say another word, this is not a review of the new AirPods 4 with ANC, nor is it a review of the ANC feature itself. Apple was very clear that reviews are embargoed, so what I'm going to tell you is based entirely on some impressions I got during a briefing and demonstration at Apple Park during the launch event. My story about this has already published on Digital Trends. Now, this is going to be tough, right? Because since that briefing, I've had more experience with the AirPods 4 with ANC, but I can't and I won't speak to that. All I'll say is that you definitely should subscribe and ring that bell so you see my review when it comes out. I'm going to do a killer review on these and compare them to the AirPods Pro, and I think you're going to want to see that. Hey everyone, I've got an incredible Xfinity mobile deal that you won't want to miss. Now, through January 10, Xfinity Internet customers can take advantage of an amazing buy one, get one offer on unlimited lines. Right now, if you purchase one unlimited line, you'll get an additional unlimited line free for an entire year. Now is the perfect time to join the millions who have already switched to Xfinity Mobile. With this incredible offer, you'll not only save on your monthly bill, but also gain exclusive access to the most powerful mobile Wi-Fi network, giving you fast Wi-Fi speeds of up to a gig on the go in millions of locations nationwide. Don't miss out on this opportunity to experience the unmatched performance and value that only Xfinity Mobile can provide. We've got all the details down below, including a direct link to this amazing offer. Visit xfinitymobile.com to learn more and switch today. Big thanks to Xfinity Mobile for sponsoring this portion of our video. Now, a quick catch up if you didn't see my video about these new AirPods already, or if you just haven't tuned in yet. Apple created two new versions of the open ear AirPods earbuds. There are a lot of changes for both. They're meant to be more comfortable. The sound has supposedly been improved, and I can tell you unequivocally that it has because I got to listen to them at this same briefing. The drivers were redesigned, and the driver now points more directly into the ear, and they have a force sensor on them. Oh, and they're all USB-C now, of course. The AirPods 4 with ANC, that's the actual name, also add a wireless charging case with a Find My speaker in them, and of course, ANC, plus all the stuff that comes along with ANC, like conversation awareness, transparency mode, and adaptive listening mode. The base model without ANC or a Find My case are $129, and the model with ANC are $180. During this briefing that I got, an Apple representative piped some faux airplane noise into the room via hidden speakers while I wore the AirPods 4 with the ANC engaged. I toggled the ANC feature on and off by cycling through transparency and adaptive audio modes. I also just removed the earbuds entirely to hear what the airplane noise sounded like without any interference from the AirPods 4, and to also get a read on just how loud that airplane noise was, so the noise reduction was more quantifiable in my head. And I gotta tell you, my curiosity about just how loud the airplane noise actually was in the room, it resulted from just how loud it was not while wearing the buds with the ANC feature turned on. Yeah, I was stunned at that moment. See, I went into that room with a healthy dose of skepticism, and I imagine that a lot of y'all would have done as well. Because the AirPods are so-called open ear design, there is very little passive noise isolation because the ear canal is not completely blocked when you put these in. So you can probably understand why I had a hard time imagining that the active noise canceling, which by the way, works by blasting sound that's 180 degrees out of phase with the noise around you, had a hard time imagining that being all that effective. I just imagined too much of the source noise bleeding through, just going around the active noise canceling sound that the earbuds were making. And yet, the AirPods 4 with ANC knocked that fake plain noise right down to a level that was both more tolerable to exist with in general, but it also made the music I started listening to far more audible. In fact, with music playing, I could have easily forgotten that the plain noise was happening at all. There is one big potential caveat to mention though. When I listened to the plain noise without anything in my ears, I noticed that it didn't contain very much high frequency noise, which has me curious about how well the ANC feature will work on a real trip in a plane, train, or automobile. Lucky for me though, I had to fly home, so yeah, I can tell you exactly how they work in real life soon. So yeah, I mean, there are plenty of ANC earbuds on the market that cost well less than the AirPods 4 with ANC, many of which might have better overall noise canceling. But I'm unaware of an open ear earbud with ANC that can come anywhere close to what I heard with the AirPods 4 with ANC during my brief demo experience. Now all that remains is to see how they do in real life scenarios, which I'll be testing non-stop until I record my review in just a few days. Anyway, for those of you out there who want or need effective noise canceling, but you just can't tolerate something blocking your ear canal, or maybe because earbuds with ear tips just never fit you right, the AirPods 4 with ANC are likely exactly what you need. Stay tuned for the big review, guys, and thanks as always for watching. Like, subscribe, ring that bell. I'll see you on the next one, and until then, here's 2 other videos I think you might like. Anyway.